Hello and welcome to Martinet Cuisine, where we show you recipes handed down to us from our forefathers. Today's recipe is an Oxtail Vindaloo, one of our all-time family favorites. My best memories of this dish are sitting around with my brothers and their friends around the dining table, chugging down a few beers and chomping down on this beautiful delicacy. Vindaloo actually comes from the Portuguese vindaloo, which means wine and a garlic marinade. The Portuguese used this to preserve their meats on the long journeys from Portugal into Goa. Now, this eventually got adapted into Goan spices. By the way, Goa was a Portuguese colony till 1961, and they adapted all these peri-peri flavors into this wonderful spice mix. This also goes out to all the old Willingdon Catholic Gymkhana graduates. Remember the Christmas Eve we spent on the tennis courts? Getting freshly baked bread, dipping it in this delicious meal, and sitting down there till about 4 o'clock in the morning. Now to share our family recipe for Oxtail Vindaloo, beers not included. You would require about 3 pounds of oxtail, which you can pressure cook, or you can do it low and slow in an oven at 350 degrees for about 3.5 to 4 hours. The low and slow is definitely the way to go. But today we will do the pressure cooker method, as it will speed up on the process. We have quite a few ingredients. There's some chilies, there's some onions, some chilies, and let me run through the other spices. There's turmeric, there's cumin seed, there's a couple of large spices, there's cinnamon, cloves, cardamom, star anise, bay leaves, coriander seeds, black pepper, black mustard seeds, garlic, tomato puree, and ginger. First, we washed the oxtail and pressure cooked it with vinegar, ginger, and garlic for about 30 minutes after the first taste. Now we will grind all these dry spices. Now we have ground all the spices, and this is what it looks like. Now we're going to heat up the pan and wait for it to get hot before we add in the oil. The pan is actually quite hot, so we're going to add in the oil gently. We have now added in the onions, and we will saute them till they turn a nice golden brown. The onions are now turned a little beautiful brown, so we're going to add our ginger and garlic in. We're going to saute it till the raw smell leaves the pan. All the raw flavors are gone, so now we're going to add the tomato puree. And the ground spices. We're now going to keep stirring this and mixing it till it all comes together. You can add a little stock or a little water so that it prevents the spices from burning. We're now going to add a little vinegar and salt. The oil has separated from the spices. Now it's time to add the pressure cooked oxtail which we had ready. Since we've got the oxtail in, we're now going to wait for it to come to a boil and let it simmer for about 20 to 25 minutes. Remember to cover. Well, it's been 25 minutes and you can see the oxtail has been simmering. It's looking perfect. Today we used the pressure cooker method instead of the low and slow oven method. And the reason we did it is to speed up the process, but mostly my brother is cheap and I get paid by the hour. but we're ready to plate. Oxtail is served. Thank you for watching the show. Don't forget to subscribe. And remember, if I can do it, Roger can do it. And if Roger can do it, anybody else can do it.